The following is a paid advertisement. The views expressed are the sole responsibility of the advertiser.
I'm attorney Justin Clark. Coming up just ahead on You Have Real Estate, some great properties on the market right now. Also, you sold your property. What do you do with that money? How do you invest in it? Also, if you own a house, you need to check your windows. It's all just ahead. It's You Have Real Estate.
Your debt does not have to control your life. You have the power to potentially lower or even eliminate your debt. I'm attorney Justin Clark. Call me now for a free consultation or visit youhavepower.com and take back control of your financial life.
Welcome to You Have Real Estate with me, attorney Justin Clark. Whether you're a first-time home buyer, seasoned investor, or even looking to sell your home, this next 30 minutes is designed just for you. Think of it like hitting multiple open houses, all from your living room, with my attorney advice throughout the way. Any questions whatsoever during the program, the phone number will be right here, 407-205-0400. You want to get pre-approved to start your house hunt? Dallas Lehman is standing by right now to do just that. Same phone number, 407-205-0400. Wonderful show lined up for you today, but first, the opening statement. We have some amazing houses to show you right at the top of the show. You're gonna see what's on the market right now, where the price points are. Is the market going up, down, staying the same? We're going to address that. Also, I get asked this a lot, real estate, as part of your overall investment portfolio, how important is it? How unimportant is it? We're going to answer that question. Also, what are some ways to make your existing house, because you say you don't want to sell it right now, you want to make it more beautiful. What are some things that you can do to beautify your house without spending a ton of money, but also increasing the value? What can you do? Great question, and questions that we will answer by asking real questions. Every Saturday here on the program, we ask real questions to the truly trend-setting people in Central Florida's real estate community. Kick it off today with some great listings. Our good friend, haven't seen her in a while, Mackle's here. JJ, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good to see you. And Naiza Rijo is here. How are you? Good to see you.
I'm excited to be here. Thank you.
We're glad to have you. What's going on in this market right now? Let's get right to it. Up, down, staying the same. What do you think?
Well, let's start with good news.
Okay.
Let's be radical, right? So the market has experienced, since last quarter of the last year to this quarter, we have seen that the prices of the house have increased for around 3.9%. So that's good. And then how's the market? That is a loaded question, right? We have, is it a seller's market? Is it a buyer's market? We get that all the time. Well, we still have low inventory. We have around 2.5 months worth of inventory, but at the same time, buyers are still a low demand because, as we know, interest rates are high. Mm-hmm. So that gives buyers the opportunity to go out to the market and get some concessions from sellers who are now willing to give them a little bit of help so that they can lower the rates.
Yeah, I mean, it's better for buyers. Obviously worse for buyers because the rates are up, but better for buyers because they have a chance to negotiate, JJ. 2 years ago, you had no shot as a buyer.
I agree with Naiza. We basically are finding homes that are in turnkey condition. They're going immediately. But the homes where we're getting concessions, yes, the sellers are agreeing to put in a new roof or do closing cost, especially to buy down those rates.
Yeah. Well, and you guys have some great properties here. I want to show everyone at home what's really on the market right now. JJ, I'll start with you. Westchester Avenue in Winter Park. What is this?
I brought 3 unique properties. They're all different. This is in Orin Manor, which is Orlando Winter Park. It's a highly desirable in-town area, close distance to Park Avenue and also to Sunrail and the highway. This was a 1940s house that he's renovated since 2015. It has a stunning statement electric heated saltwater splash pool in the back. It's about 5 feet deep. That's the showstopper of the property. And what he did when he renovated it is he raised the roof line. And so you see a dramatic room overlooking the pool, the family room. It's 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, 2114 square feet, and it's listed for $850. We've had multiple showings on it, and I'm pretty sure it'll go under contract maybe over the weekend. but it's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful home in Winter Park, a desirable location, of course. Now we have, is that Shorecrest Drive?
Yes, that's just around the corner in College Park. It's in between College Park and Winter Park, very close to Edgewater Drive. This home is 4210 Shorecrest. It's 4-bedroom, 2-bath with a private pool, 22 square feet. It's listed for $705. And once again, we've had a lot of showings on it. And for buyers, it's highly desirable because it has the energy efficient windows. It's got a 2020 electric water heater. It's got a new septic and drain field. And it's just absolutely gorgeous, especially with the pool. And you can also probably park an RV in the backyard because it's so big.
Got it. And Author's Way.
Yes. Okay, so this is in Story Park, which is sort of in the Lake Nona area. Okay. And what is so interesting about this in comparison to the others is you're starting to see the new builds with all these smart home features, including your favorite, which is solar energy. Exactly. So this is 10227 Author's Way. It's a 5-bedroom, 3.5-bath with 4199 square feet, listed for $968. It's absolutely fabulous. The owner has taken immaculate care. It's got a 3-car tandem garage, lots of space, and one of the most unique things about this is there's only 7 homes in this community that have this square footage and 3 homes with this elevation, which we're dealing with all the rain right now. So that's a big thing. And the community is like living in a resort because it has literally, I think it's got 2 or 3, yes. It has 2 pools, 2 splash pads, jacuzzi, 2 fitness centers, tennis court, park and green space for recreation, walking trails, and dog park. So it's really, the best of living.
Beautiful. JJ's doing a great job as always. Now let's head over to beautiful Lake County. All right, Tell me about this house over in Eustis.
So yes, this is a beautiful house. It's 2006 year built. It's listed in $765,000, and it's 5 bedrooms, 4.5 baths. It's just 5 minutes from downtown Eustis and 15 minutes from downtown Mount Dora. So this is a Mediterranean style home. It is beautiful. We have received also a lot of showings, and I don't think it's gonna last more than the weekend. I would say the same thing.
Yeah, Lake County booming here. And you also have a vacant lot here for sale in Tavares. I always mess that name. Is it Tavares? Tavares?
Tavares, yes.
Okay.
Tomato.
Yeah,
That's right.
Doesn't really matter, right? This is a beautiful lot in a gorgeous community. It's actually on an island, and this lot faces Lake Dora. The gated community where it stands, it's approximately like 400 acres of land bound by Lake Dora and Lake Bouclair. And the golf community won Golfer's Choice 2023, one of the best golf courses in Florida. So this is a great way if somebody wants to invest in a property and they're looking to buy their own dream home. Yeah. This is a great opportunity.
I mean, there's a golf course, a lake. It's pretty awesome.
It is very awesome.
They're opening up new highways over there too,
Exactly.
so the commute's not as bad.
Yeah, you can go on your boat to Mount Dora. How cool is that? Right?
Very, very cool. Here's the deal. If you'd like to see any of these properties this weekend, I will connect you with Naiza or JJ right away. 407-205-0400. Excellent job, guys. Good to see you.
Thank you. That was awesome.
Today.
Thank you.
Yes, thanks for having us.
I mean, really great properties here. And I love this show because we can show off properties in different places, and it gives everyone an idea of sort of what bang they can get for their buck. So thank you as always.
Central Florida living.
It's
That's right.
pretty amazing. Tell Sherry I said hello.
I will.
Here's what we will do, a quick break, because many of you have sold real estate recently, or you're concerned about the stock market, you're concerned about your 401k. How does real estate play into your overall investment strategy? I'm going to have one of our good friends, also one of JJ's good friends, coming up to discuss that. After this quick break, we'll be joined by John Ledford on You Have Real Estate. Do I ever have a very special gift for you today? Compliments our good friends over at Universal Roof and Contracting. 15% off your roofing job. The roof is the most important part of your house. No doubt about it. Welcome my good friends as always, Justin and Corey. Hi, how are you today?
Good, man, good. Thank you.
The roof is the most important part of the house, but sometimes deciding who your roofing company is going to be is the most important decision as well. Culture is everything. When determining who's going to do your roofing job, Universal, the culture over there blows me away. Trustworthy. Tell me about the culture at Universal.
Yeah, I mean, 30 years in the making, right? Family-owned, veteran-owned, same name and ownership over the past 3 decades. We're so proud to be so rooted in Orlando, and we have offices in Jacksonville and Southwest Florida, but the honest approach, the integrity we carry, working transparently with insurance companies and homeowners alike. I mean, we approach roofing the way an honest company really should.
Trusted by some of the biggest sports teams in Florida as well.
That's right. That's right. We this past season we were the one of the partners with the Jacksonville Jaguars, which was awesome. They had a great season this year too. And then just coming next month, the XFL, the Orlando Guardians. We are the official roofer for the Orlando Guardians, so we're excited to go out to those games and see everybody there. So it'll be great.
A roof can be expensive. You created great programs to make this roof not cost prohibitive for me.
Yeah, I mean, last thing we're going to do is take food off people's plates to afford a roof. So we have a ton of flexible financing plans that just keeps things very liquid for homeowners, even if they don't want to use their own money, even if they have it at the time, you know, so we offer that as well for every roof replacement.
I have this QR code on the screen right now. Get your phone out or go to their website, but the QR code will go directly to Justin and Corey, and literally you get 15% off. But guys, you're going to come to my house and tell me what I really need, honestly.
Absolutely, yeah. Free inspection, first of all. It does cost nothing for us to come out. We're going to sit down with you, hear what you like about your roof, what you don't like about your roof, what problems you've had, and come up with a custom scope of work that makes sense for you.
Always a pleasure to see you both. There's only one company we trust when it comes to roofing. That is Universal Roof and Contracting. Welcome back to the show. I get this question from you all the time. The real estate market's been hot. I sold my house. I've got all this cash. What do I do with it? I'm scared, Justin. The economy's bad. I'm scared to put it here or there. But you also ask me, what do you think about investing in rental properties as part of your investment strategy? Here's what I would tell you. You got to be a little bit careful. There are a lot of sharks out there in the water. Their sole mission in life is to take your money, okay? So it's who do you trust, and that's why we have the best in the business. John Ledford's here, Fortress Wealth Group. John, welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me again.
Overall investment strategy right now. Very important time, economically for sure. What do you think overall investment strategy for people now?
Well, I think it's interesting. You know, you mentioned it earlier in the intro that if someone has a widget, you know, their goal is to sell you their widget.
Yeah.
You know, they may not be an advisor, they may not be a counselor, they may not be a trusted resource, but they might be a really great widget salesman. And so a lot of times when people come to see us in our firm, I used to say people come to see us when they grow up. And what I meant by that is that they've already bought life insurance from their nephew. You know, they've already bought a couple of homes through their cousin. They've already done a couple of mutual funds their dad or their brother told them to invest in. And all of a sudden one day they wake up and they go, I've got all this stuff, but I don't really know what it is. I don't really know what it's doing for me. And I don't really know where I should be focused. So real estate comes up a lot. There's probably not a day that goes by that I don't have a real estate conversation with 1 or 2 or 3 of our clients, because for a lot of us, whether it's our primary residence or it's our multiple residences, that real estate makes up an important part of our investment portfolio. I'm a huge advocate that you should have a combination of 2 things. You should have a combination of a strategic portfolio, which might change from time to time as the economy would dictate. And you might have what's called an all-weather portfolio, which rarely changes. So for years and years, I've told my clients that I love a 3-pillared approach to investing. Pillar number 1 oftentimes is our business. Could be our profession if you don't own a business, but business or profession is pillar 1. It's what is driving the revenue. Pillar number 2 is your liquid investment assets. Could be retirement, trust, or other. And then pillar number 3 is real estate. I'm a real big advocate of having assets in all 3 of those pillars and growing those sequentially together over time.
That is so good. That is so, it makes so much sense to me. And then I see you as almost a neutral party. If you start thinking about someone who has this advisor over here, this person from mutual funds, 401k through my business, it gets confusing.
Sure.
And then you're talking to different people for each one of them who can't tell you how to make it all work together, which is super important.
So, you know, there's that old adage that says specialists out-earn generalists.
Yeah.
And I think that's true in most professions. But we're finding in financial services, a general specialist is a totally new game. And what I mean by that is I have a breadth of knowledge in a lot of different areas. Our firm does, all of our advisors, but we specialize in what's most interesting to the client. So we specialize in being agnostic, I say, in our advice. If the best thing for you is to buy another home, a piece of real estate, a rental home or whatever, because that allows you to fulfill the needs of your financial plan and the goals you have for the future, we're going to be right alongside you cheering for that, even though it's not something we get paid to do.
Right.
You know, at the end of the day, we want to help our clients achieve their long-term goals. And we don't want to create these silos that say, oh, until we talk about this topic, then we have to step aside because that's not our gig. We don't believe in that. We think we should be advocates for our clients. You know, I've negotiated a lot of real estate contracts over the years for people other than me, and get involved in a lot of things that are outside our core business competency because we have experience there and because it's what's best for the client.
Yeah, if you have some money sitting around, and look, John's not going to say I have a minimum amount to call me. It's not like that. That's not how John works. That's what we like about him. You've sold a house, you have money here, there, you've got this 401k. And you start to want to pull your hair out because, first of all, you don't want to remember that many passwords to begin with. And you don't want to deal with that many different people who each person that you're dealing with is invested in this one area of you. You need to bring it all together, okay? Let's look at this one entire pot. And that's what John will do for you. 407-205-0400. There's also a QR code on the screen, which will go directly to John. It won't cost you a penny. That's why we send everyone to him when it comes to financial advice. But John, what you do differently is not only that you care and you look at everything at once, but one of the big things you're going to look at as you try to build wealth for me is you're going to also try to save on my taxes.
Yeah, we always circle back to that for a great reason, as we've talked about it before. The largest expense most of us have is our tax bill. And even if it comes out of our paycheck and we never see it, we're still spending those dollars. And so if we can help someone save on that area of largest expense, ultimately then by design then, we can create fuel for retirement planning, we can create fuel for lifestyle planning, and we can create opportunity to do something unique with those dollars. So yes, we do not only take a look at someone's estate planning documents, take a look at their assets, take a look at their investments, goals, et cetera, but we'll spend a lot of time on their tax picture, not only identifying what it is, but identifying key strategies on how they can minimize or mitigate their tax burden. How
does it work when I do call? Am I going to come see you? Or are we going to do a Zoom? Do I send you a bunch of stuff? How does it actually work? Especially for someone who hasn't really met with someone like you.
Sure. So the great news is that we're exceedingly flexible. And so we have a large team, very, very, very skilled advisors and skilled administrative team. And so we can do whatever anyone does. If you were to call out to my office and reach my assistant, Becky, who's worked with me for 27 years, which I think is a record. Yeah. But if you called Becky, Becky, one of the first things she would ask you is, how do you like to engage in a meeting? Is it by phone? Is it by Zoom? Or is it face-to-face? And we can accommodate either of those things. And so typically what happens, we'll do an initial meeting without any document exchange. And then post first meeting, assuming that we like each other, there's some value to be added, then we're just going to request a series of documents, usually going to be tax returns, insurance documents, estate planning, and then some type of a balance sheet. And once we get all the data, then we actually pre-plan the meeting. And once you come in, we come in with a little bit of an action plan already built for you in that very first meeting if we do it face-to-face.
An action plan to make sure your wealth grows in the right direction. John Ledford, thank you as always, buddy. Call John 407-205-0400. How do you grow the value of your house? What can you do? What can you invest in your house to make it valuable to other people, but also valuable to you as you have real estate concerns?
You can be an agent that struggles to get ahead in the competitive real estate world, or you can learn from the best and achieve success. Visit youhaveafutureinrealestate.com and sign up for the Jumpstart program. Get coaching tips and important tools that will help you jumpstart your real estate career. Sign up today and get 10% off your Jumpstart program when you use code word LEARN. Visit youhaveafutureinrealestate.com today and gain the real estate knowledge you need to succeed.
So happy to be here at Ocala Realty World. I love Ocala, love Marion County. Pleased to be joined by Alicia Lopez. Hi, Alicia, how are you?
Good, thank you.
This area of Florida, this area of the country is stunningly beautiful. A lot of people are moving here. What would you tell them about Marion County and Ocala?
I would say that you get kind of the best of both worlds. So close to Orlando, to Tampa, even Gainesville, but still so far away from everything that little rural kind of away from it all feeling, you can still get that here. And you don't have to be too far away from civilization if you don't want to, or you could be completely out in the middle of nowhere on acreage, whether you like horses or just a farm, or there's tons of luxury properties too on acreage here. So you really have a little bit of everything.
Stunningly beautiful. I'm a real estate agent thinking about hanging my license somewhere, or even maybe if I'm a real estate agent in another part of the state thinking about moving here. Ocala Realty World has a certain energy, a certain vibe. You care about your agents, don't you?
Oh yes, absolutely.
How do you make them so successful?
I love on them a lot, and I just think of any relationship, the best relationships are really the only relationships that even last is that you genuinely care about each other, so it's reciprocated from both sides, and our agents know that we really do want them to be successful. My husband and I, we were there, we did all that stuff, and like we could still go out there and do that, but now we get to teach all of our agents and anyone that kind of would be that right fit for us to come on, and they could do the same as well and learn.
Beautiful brokers you have here in a beautiful part of the world, and if you're looking to buy or sell anywhere here in the Ocala, Marion County area, or if you were an agent looking to really propel your career, look no further than Ocala Realty World. Welcome back, last but certainly not least. Look, you own a house, and maybe you're going through a phase where you don't want to sell your house. Yes, you have equity, but you don't want to sell it because then you got to go buy something else at the top of the market. A lot of us feel that way. I get it. So in your head, you're thinking, what can I do to make my house better? What can I do to beautify my house? And a lot of you are not thinking right now about the windows in your home. Windows are super important. You know, Renewal by Andersen is our go-to source when it comes to windows. So happy for the first time in this program to be joined by Chelsea. How are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I'm great. Windows are so important. Maybe people don't even realize how important they are. Start with the energy efficiency, number one, because it's summertime. My electricity bill is totally out of control. Windows can really help that.
Definitely, and I think the windows are a part of really securing that energy envelope. When you're talking about those gaps or those windows that aren't quite closing right, or areas where some of the windows are almost falling out of the frames, we're seeing it every single day in these older homes and sometimes in the newer homes. That becomes such an important part when really wanting to close that energy envelope. Installing those energy efficient windows can be really beneficial for your home.
When I think about windows too, I'm like, I don't know what I want. And when it comes to designing windows, you're very good at that. How does the design process work?
Yeah, definitely. So we have professionals, designers, our design consultants come into the home. They really give you not only what kind of options you might have, but they help you build those perfect windows. And maybe you have a space that is beautiful overlooking your pool, and you just want that space to be a beautiful large picture window instead of a double hung or a slider. We can definitely accommodate those changes. And as long as that is something that's within your desire to fix, we have that custom solution. You get to pick out your hardware. They are 2 times stronger than vinyl because they're really made of this proprietary product called Fibrex.
And when I think though about someone who just got all new windows on their home, yes, it's safe. Yes, it's better for hurricanes, but there's a certain feeling when you get new windows and you pull into that driveway and you see the beautification of your home. What is that feeling like for a homeowner?
Yeah, it's amazing. And in our environment in Florida, you know, everybody has their own style. They want that curb appeal. They want that fresh new look. But a lot of times the HOAs are very strict on what you can do. And the great thing about our product, because it's custom made, if you want a chic black frame, which is the trend today, on the inside, oftentimes if you have any other product in your home, you have to go with that same color on the outside. But with Renewal by Andersen, it's custom made. You could have a different color on the inside that has that look and feel you're looking for.
Yeah.
And then you can also have a white outside or exterior frame to accommodate your HOA.
I mean, for windows, really, there's one choice. It's Renewal by Andersen. You know the name. You know the trust factor that we have in them. I'll put up the QR code on the screen right here for you right now. Pull out your phone, just point it at the QR code. Your message will get directly to Renewal by Andersen. they'll contact you right away. And the good news is this costs nothing, okay? So you want new windows, maybe you don't. Maybe you don't even know you need them. Let's have Renewal come out, take a look, and see what you really have going on. And Chelsea, some people don't want to stroke one check for everything. You've created great programs to make brand new windows affordable.
Absolutely. We have third-party vendors that we work with for financing options. It's an amazing opportunity. You can do the whole job. You can do it in phases. We're here to make it very affordable and comfortable for you.
So let's say I do the QR code, or I call 407-205-0400 right now, okay? I get you on the phone. What is that process like from there?
Very simple and very convenient for you. We'd absolutely set a time to have an in-home consultation with you.
So you're coming into my, you're going to come to my house.
Your home.
Wow.
We need to see what's going on, right? We can't do it far away. So we're going to come to your home. We're going to take a really good look at your current state of your windows. We're going to give you advice, and we're going to help you build those windows of your dreams, from the grills to the style, and really make it what you want for your home.
Beautiful. So safety, I know we talk about, I like to talk about safety with windows because I have little girls, a 5-year-old and a 10-year-old, and safety is obviously number one for them. These old windows that I used to have in my old house really scared me because, first of all, you'd open them up a litlittle bit and they would like fall down. They could hit your arm, but it's also, I didn't feel safe when it comes to people from the outside, an intruder actually coming in with the old windows. They weren't very safe.
So the amazing thing about Renewal by Andersen is it has proprietary locking systems. We have impact resistant glass, and really making sure that not only is it a safe environment for someone opening the window, but it keeps and defers and deters anybody that's trying to get into your home as well.
It's a big, big deal.
Absolutely.
And now we also are entering hurricane season. I heard there's a new product out there.
Yeah, we've had the impact resistant or coastal glass Beyond. We call it Beyond Impact. And we're really proud of this product. Not only has it been tested in the harshest climates, but it's definitely made perfect for here in our Florida climate.
Are windows a little bit more important even for us in Florida because of the harsh conditions, would you say?
I would believe so, just for the simple fact that we're dealing with rains and heat, right? The heat alone is breaking down different products. You know, thankfully with our product, sustainable, Green Seal certified, made here in the U.S., and 2 times stronger than vinyl products, Fibrex is the way to go.
Chelsea, you got to come back and do this with us again.
Absolutely.
We always see Dan Brigman, who we love to death.
Love
You and I
Dan.
both love Dan and Patty, of course, but it's great to
Yes.
have you here as well. And I think you're doing a great job for them over
Thank
there, and I
you
think
so
they know
much.
it as well. But the reason why you're able to do such a good job really is because Renewal by Andersen does such a great job for you. QR code or call them right now. Totally free consultation, 407-205-0400. What a show. We saw some great properties. Thank you to Naiza and JJ earlier showing off the properties that are on the market right now. Also, John Ledford, as always, is telling us how to invest. Is real estate good for investing? How do you invest to actually make money and save on taxes? He did great. And Chelsea, wonderful job. I'll see you back here again soon. Most importantly, thank you for joining us here every weekend. I'll see you again next week for more You Have Real Estate.
The proceeding was a paid advertisement. The views expressed were the sole responsibility of the advertiser.